Hey everyone, welcome back. I'm TKA Brew. In our April Fool's video, we were able to predict the custom layouts. Now we're going to see if we can predict Sprout's nerfs, so stay tuned. So you're probably wondering why Sprout needs a nerf, especially if you've not played up against Sprout just yet. Because he is one of the strongest brawlers in the game right now, and very often when Brawl Stars releases a new brawler, they end up making the new brawler a little bit too strong. So I have 6 ways I think they could probably nerf Sprout and make him still a really good brawler, but not so strong that everybody hates him. Number 1 is his star power. A lot of people have been having a problem with how big the radius of explosion is on his star power. I mean, like, if you hit someone dead on, it's still that small circle, but if you miss and it explodes, it's huge. So if I was Supercell, I would probably nerf it by a one tile radius. Not a huge nerf, just brings it in just a little tiny bit so it's not so big. Probably about the size of a dynamite explosion is probably closer to where it would be if they nerfed the explosion radius on his star power. Number 2, which I don't think they would do, but I think something that a lot of people probably want, is actually the ability to throw your wall into the opposing teams and lock them into the goal on Brawl Ball. Because if you wipe the other team and you throw your wall in the very back center, it spreads out to the point where you can lock all 3 of them in there and still score a goal, which is kind of a jerk move. I don't know, maybe not, but it's very strong if you can. Even if you get 2 of them down, you throw it already, and then it's 3-on-1 basically. So it can be a little bit strong and a little bit misused inside of Brawl Ball. I'm not sure if that's exactly how they planned it to be used. So they could stop it from blocking people in the goal, but I don't think that's 100% necessary. But it is one way they could nerf Sprout. Number 3, how long it takes to charge his super. His super isn't extremely strong, but if they gave it an extra hit to charge it, because there's a few times where I've played where like you can get enough damage off, drop 1 wall, get more damage off, and drop a 2nd wall, and basically wall off everything. So they might add an extra ticket to charge the super, because especially with his star power and a larger explosion, you can hit a lot of people with it. So it could get nerfed, but probably not. I think how long it takes to charge and the wall in the opposition, probably not going to happen, but those are 2 options that could. Nerfing his star power is definitely probably top priority for them. Number 4, if you guys haven't noticed, you can actually damage people through the walls with his star power, because how far the radius is out from it. Which makes it a little bit kind of like Jackie in a way, where Jackie can shoot through walls and hit through walls. But if they nerfed it, it would actually make it more in line with a lot of all the other throwers, where their explosions can't go through walls, but can still do a big explosion radius. So if they nerfed him so he can't do damage through the walls, would probably be a very good nerf for everything, and then you probably wouldn't have to nerf anything else if you just nerf damage through the walls. Just an opinion. And number 5, probably the bounce distance, because it's sometimes almost impossible to get away from it, Sprout. If you're, let's say, 4 or 5 tiles away from Sprout and he hits you and you're trying to run away, you're never going to be able to run away. Never, ever, ever. It bounces too far, and with his star power explosion radius, you're basically a dead person walking. So if they nerfed how far it can bounce, because it can bounce pretty long in between walls and pretty far when you throw it straight. If they took maybe 1 bounce away so it doesn't go as far, then those brawlers with quicker foot speed will have a chance to outrun him. And then finally, I would probably nerf his health to make him more in line with a normal thrower. But he's a mythic brawler, so there's some bonuses to having a mythic brawler, like maybe extra health or the ability to shoot through walls. So these are 6 ways I would nerf Sprout, and you'd only have to really pick 1, maybe 2 of them to make him a little bit less powerful. The star power size of how big the explosion is would probably be the number 1 thing I would guess they'll actually nerf Sprout with. And then number 2, probably the bounce distance would be the next thing. So like a 12% reduction in how far it goes, and a 1 tile deduction in the splash radius of his star power. And I'm pretty sure that will put him in line with all the other mythics and how strong they are. What do you guys think? Do you guys think Sprout actually needs a nerf? Do you think my 6 ideas on how they could nerf him are good ones? Are there anything else that you would like Sprout to have nerfed, or have a different #1 spot priority of what he would need to be nerfed? I would love to hear about that in the comments down below. Hope you guys are doing well amongst what's going on. Hope you guys are staying safe, and hope you have a great rest of your day. And I'll catch you guys later. Bye.